All praise to Creator, peace and love to everyone. So, I'm doing this video. Somebody wanted me to expound on this quick lesson. So, what's the man all the way and all the way in? So, this area with this dot right here, of course, it would look like what they would call Kai or Middle Earth. It wouldn't be round like this. It would be a shape of a rock, much like those are rocks. Rocks we live on that y'all keep on calling planets. And of course, there's gates, to the gates, to the gates, to the gates. Other side, to the gates, to the gates, to the gates, and so forth is more land. Now we was on the outer limits, is where we from, and we protected all these gates. Of course, somehow we got here, which means that we fought Doe from all the way out there. We got backed up back against the wall somewhere in here. When they go north, south, east, west, they tell you north, south, east, west, but it's actually, no, there's north, south, east, west, but it's actually north, south, east, west. But north going towards here would be Antarctica. So when they go towards Antarctica, they're actually going through some area to get there, all right, which is going through the gates, which would be someplace around here. And somehow they're getting through these other domes. Each square is a dome, a plasma dome. They're doing frequencies to get through it, and they get to that place called Antarctica, where the fallen ones, Mr. E and all the rest of those guys. But know the books. We read about stories about King David and Prester John owning land someplace out here and someplace around here. Okay, King brought that out a while ago. And of course, when we named the planets, we named the planets exactly what they were. And like I said, each box, okay, is a plasma dome. And each plasma dome has a rock that you would call a planet. We literally live on rocks. But the rocks we live on are fossil fuels. And by this, less than time ago, the Earth is a carcass. There's stories about how the devil's plural got chopped up in a whole bunch of pieces, and the Creator made what you would call Earth. The Creator simply spread the body parts of the carcasses of the devils around a whole big area and created a whole big and giant universe. So when you look up, you actually are only seeing a reflection of something that actually would be straight if you can actually get to the plasma dome, because there's many plasma dome. They have not been out of space because they cannot escape. They can go to and fro in these plasma domes, but they cannot get to the outer limits. That's something we're supposed to be doing, going to our highest estate, outside of everything. We're not able to be held. We're not created. We cannot be destroyed. We're energy. The Creator's energy. The Creator's the source. We come from the source. We are part of the source. We are a part of the body of the source. They twist it and put Mr. C or Mr. J in it all the time. We are the saviors, but we cannot be a savior by ourselves. We have to combine with everybody that is our people to become the saviors of this earth. We'll be saving. He will make sure we get well, healing people, okay, from sicknesses and so forth. Midnight out. Get her. I'll just kick her out in a second. And so that's what's going on. So that kind of explains it now. We simply called these rocks the names they were called. Now, unfortunately, these outside nations have gave what you call, if they call you a Cancer or they call you a Scorpion or those sort of things. I forgot what they call them. What they call those things when they say your sign. That's your sign, right? And so they did it and made it Greek mythology in some cases, as well as zodiacs. And we didn't go by zodiacs, so they took everything and twisted it, because they would have north up top, east to the right, south to the left, and north. North at the top and south at the bottom. When north is always the bottom. Okay, so just like your map is twisted as well, and the earth is not round. So what you simply have is plasma domes, energy, okay, rocks you call planets with names, and many plasma domes. So, but when it all comes down to it, yes, this is something that actually explains a good portion of the universe, but there's many places like this, many mansions. But when you all come down to it, we live on something like a rock. We live on a rock, an asteroid, a big, huge one, a cut off head of the dragon, Mr. E. That's what we live on. The earth or your universe is made out of carcasses, fallen carcasses, and we step on the devil's head daily, literally. And we've been doing it for a long time without realizing. All praise to the creator, peace and love. Midnight out.